was doing my preparation for that video, I realized like I still had a lot more research to do. My base of knowledge on that pantheon isn't as deep as the Greek or the Norse pantheon. So if I'm going to do it justice, I have to do a bit more research. I'm going to postpone that a little bit. So I decided today I'm just going to do a little bit of a talking video. Just chat with you guys here. Especially at the end of this week, been a crazy week getting back into the recording schedule that I have to be on during the NFL season. It's a bit more hectic than how my recording works the rest of the year. But I got this today. I've been waiting for this to come in the mail for like, I don't know, over a month now. I ordered this the same time I ordered that Messi jersey back there. And this is the Al Nassr home jersey. From last season. This isn't the current kit. I want to get the current away kit. But I've just been wearing this today. I haven't put it up on my newly minted jersey wall. As you can see, got the Al Nassr badge there. And of course Ronaldo on the back. Actually, let me do this. I'm gonna go put it up right now. My camera, hold on. There we go, and this might actually be a better angle for recording anyway if I want to put any graphics or anything. I have a little bit of negative space there. But yeah, so I have the jersey wall now, and I might mix those up. We have DK Metcalf on the far left there, and as you see, I kind of alternate them back to front. Then we have a Western Sydney Wanderers jersey, which is a local team here in Western Sydney where I live. I got that at a home match that I went to about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Does not have a name on the back. Next to that, Lewandowski jersey from 2019, 2020, I think. But I think once I get my Harry Kane jersey, that will go there instead, and I'll put Lewandowski away. Then we have a Julio Rodriguez Mariners right there in the middle. Next to that is the Miami Messi jersey. Then we have my Vegas Golden Knights Jack Eichel jersey, and finally now at the end, we have Ronaldo's Al Nassr jersey. And I might swap those out, move them around as I, see fit. But that is now done. And then in the back, underneath it all, I have my American flag. because we had that in the living room, but it was kind of like tacky, and we're in the process of renovating the living room right now, so everything's off the walls. So, yeah. So, but yeah, like I was saying, it's been a hectic week, especially, trying to get back into that groove of, how I record my weekly NFL videos. And, on a personal note, right now, we're getting started with all of the legal paperwork to extend my visa. Hold on. My girlfriend just sent me a bunch of texts. I have to make sure nothing's wrong. Okay, sorry about that. Everything's fine. Just some business stuff coming up. My girlfriend, she runs her own business, so she was just informing me of some stuff. Anyway, what I was saying is, starting this week, we're in the process of filing the paperwork to extend my visa. So right now, I came into Australia on a 1-year visa, and that visa expires in February. And so we have to transfer me to a partner visa. And we had to wait 6 months after I got added to the lease on this house to file that. So we got here in February. We signed the new lease with my name on it in March at this house. And so now September, it's been 6 months since I've been on the lease paperwork, so now we can go about filing the paperwork to extend my visa, and that is a major headache. They need so many documents and things, and they need 2 documents that I have. Well, one I don't, actually both of them I don't have, so they need my birth certificate and latest certified copy of my birth certificate and a certified copy of my divorce certificate for the visa paperwork. And my birth certificate, I lost it. I don't know where it went back when I was living back in the States, and before I moved, I sent in the money and paperwork and stuff to get a copy of my birth certificate sent to my parents' house. And that was before I left. And all this time, I had kind of just been living under the assumption that a copy was sent to my parents' house, but talking to them, it never arrived. And then I went, and I checked, like, the status and stuff of my order. And even though I paid to expedite the process, they never started it. Like, I can see it's like listed as pending, even though back in February I paid like an extra $50 to make the process go quicker. They just never started doing it. Like I said, I never thought to check. I just had assumed it had gotten there. But then talking to my parents, they're like, no, we don't have it. So I don't know what's happening with that, and I need a copy of that for my visa paperwork, so I have to get in contact with the department and figure out what happened. But the time zone differences make it very difficult to call anyone in the US, especially because most of them close at 5 p.m., which is like 10 or 11 a.m. here. And then my divorce certificate, I was so like frazzled, upset, all that when the divorce was happening. I just never got a copy of it. So I need to go and find a way to order that. Sorry, there's a plane flying overhead. But like I was was saying, so I need to go find the right channels to go through and get my divorce certificate. So, this week and probably through the rest of the month, I'm gonna be phones, emails, all this stuff, trying to figure out all this paperwork stuff. I need to get 3 pictures of myself, like passport style pictures, but they have to be taken at 3 different, like, places that do passport pictures. So they have to be 3 different photos of me on 3 different days, and they all need to be signed on the back. There's just these really weird restrictions, like weird things they're asking for, and then obviously like proof of our relationship. That stuff's easy enough. We have the lease, we have pictures of us, on vacations together. We have a lot of proof of our relationship. But it's just all the weird little legal things, and the birth and divorce certificate especially are kind of just like sticking points for me, where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a bureaucratic pain in the neck to deal with. But yeah, so on top of everything else, trying to figure that stuff out. Because yeah, on my current visa I have really restricted work rights and things like that, and it'll be nice because the partner visa I'm hopping onto is not a permanent visa. It's a 5-year visa, and then you can extend it, kind of indefinitely. You can extend it every 5 years, but honestly, we probably won't be living in Australia much longer than 10 years. We'll probably be here less. We'll be moving away from Australia within the next 10 years, most likely, I would say. There's a few places we've been really considering heavily moving to, which I won't really get into, but it's just really expensive here, and the kind of lifestyle my girlfriend and I want to live isn't really possible here. Even though I love it here, I've really been enjoying it, and for this phase of my life, being here is really nice. But once I get into my mid to late 30s, early 40s, there's gonna be different things I want in life, and my girlfriend wants in life, and we're not really able to get that here. So we're probably gonna have to extend that partner visa one time. But it's crazy. We were talking about the other day, like, when we have a kid, because my girlfriend is a Kiwi, she's from New Zealand, that kid will have an Australian passport because they'll be born in Australia. They'll have a New Zealand passport because its mom will be a Kiwi, and they'll have an American passport because its dad will be an American. Like, that kid is gonna be just passports for days, like triple citizenship. It's just gonna be nuts. So yeah, I've been dealing a lot with that stuff. I don't know why I just thought of this, but I got a comment the other day. Someone said they wanted me to do a GeoGuessr video in Portugal. Now the problem is I have no idea anything about Portugal, so I'd fail terribly in a GeoGuessr video, but I was thinking I could do another Google Earth video, and if you guys gave me locations you'd want me to look at in that Google Earth video, I could do like a guided tour of locations my viewers want me to look at. So like obviously Portugal would be on that list, but there's any countries or anything you want me to look at, I could very easily do that. Also, somebody pointed out the other day that the Discord link is no longer working, so I need to figure out how to make a permanent Discord invite link, because I have it like auto-generating in my description, but if the link is gonna expire after like a few days, I think it expires after 7 days or something like that. That's obviously not good. So I need to find a link that does not expire and figure out a way to get that in the description box. It's So Discord will fix that, and so hopefully in the description of this video the link will be correct, and then going forward it won't be an issue. Because yeah, I have been having some good discussions in the Discord. It's still pretty small and quaint, but you know, it's kind of a good thing. They get too busy, and thankfully I haven't had to like ban anyone yet for being inappropriate anyway. Like, fingers crossed we don't have to do that. Lately I've also really been getting into like medieval history and fantasy and stuff. I watched House of Dragon finally, which was phenomenal. You know, I had kind of a sour taste in my mouth after the way Game of Thrones ended. And if you're like me and you also kind of felt negatively about the ending of Game of Thrones, I would still recommend checking out House of the Dragon. And watching that kind of reignited my love for the world of A Song of Ice and Fire, and I've been reading the Dunk and Egg stories. I picked up Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the collection of those. Once I finish that, I'm gonna read Fire and Blood. And I've been watching like a ton of A Song of Ice and Fire lore videos and things like that, and if you guys think it'd be interesting, I might at some point do some videos like covering some of the smaller, less known and more interesting houses in A Song of Ice and Fire, the ones that I, you know, kind of like. That's how you guys think would be cool. And that's also kind of like spurred me on to do a bit more like world building and stuff on the, you know, the book that I've been planning for years at this point. I've been doing some you know, work on that, like fleshing out some characters, locations, things like that for that fantasy book series I've been thinking of for years and years at this point. I don't know if I'm in a place to even start writing it yet, but just working towards perhaps being able to write that someday. Also, so you guys notice like I wear my glasses a lot in videos, but then I've kind of like made it a trademark to be taking them off at the beginning and folding them. That might be ending soon because I've noticed even with my glasses things have still been a little bit blurry, so my prescription's obviously a little bit out of date and my eyes have worsened a bit since I got these. This is like a 4 or 5 year old prescription at this point, so it does help, but it's not perfect. But I've been thinking when I go in for my next prescription, I'm probably going to switch to contact lenses. And that's a big thing for me because I have like a thing with eyes. I've always been very squeamish about like touching my eye, even like eyelid stuff. I've always been very squeamish about that. When a lady had to put the eye drops in my eyes when I got my prescription in the first place, it was like I was like fighting her on it, but I've decided I want to try contacts because as much as I love, I think I look decent in glasses, but I don't know, I'm just kind of over having something on my face, and it's causing like issues on my nose, and I already have skin issues. I'm sure you guys noticed, like I've always had acne issues and skin issues, and having that sitting on my nose is causing issues and like under my eyes and stuff. So I think that with how sensitive my skin is, how I already deal with skin issues, it'd be better for me to switch to contacts. I might not be able to do the glasses folding thing in the near future, but we'll see. But yeah, just this is a short one, I know. But like I said, not a ton of time this week, but next week hopefully it'll be a little bit more organized, things will be a little bit better, so I'm sorry for how short this video is, but still